Hare Krishna, Namaste, Chapter 9, entitled as Raja Vidya Rajaguhyam. Sloka 9. Nacha mam tāni karmāṇi nibadhnanti dhanañjaya udāsīna-vad āsīnam asaktaṁ teṣu karmasu. In the previous sloka, Krishna mentioned that he is the cause of both samashti and vyashti srishti. Samashti srishti, or the creation of 24 elements starting from Prakriti, Mula Prakriti, and vyashti srishti are the individual creation that happens after the 24 elements, which includes Deva, Manushya, Pakshi, many differences that we see in this world. Since you are the cause of everything, that is Krishna, then the differences that we see in the creation is also caused by you, Krishna. Someone is born as Deva, someone is born as Manushya. Within Manushya, someone is rich, someone is poor, someone is good looking, someone is ugly. Some born as dog, some born as trees. So it is full of differences that we see in this world. So it seems to be you are the cause for the differences, because you mentioned previously that you are the cause of the entire creation, samashti and vyashti. And Krishna addresses that in this 9th sloka, that he is not responsible for the inequalities or differences that one see in his creation, which means he is not partial or is not cruel to anyone, as that is not an attribute of Krishna. Yes, Krishna is involved in the creation, entire creation. That is his action, activities, karma. But he is not involved in the differences within the creation. teṣu asaktaṁ karmasu. So the question is, what is the cause of differences, inequalities? Answer is, it is the individual living entity's karma. And there is another important point to be noted in this sloka before we proceed further. The way that we should understand this sloka is, Krishna engaged in activity will not give him good karma or bad karma. That is not the message of this sloka. We all already understood that Krishna is free of karma, reaction for his action. So that does not even need to be discussed here. So here the purpose of this sloka is to convey that due to Krishna's activities, we see a lot of differences in the world. For those differences, he is not the cause. That is what the main purpose of this sloka. So not to convey that Krishna is not going to get karma by his activities of creating differences in this world. It is to convey that he is not the cause of the differences that we see in this world. Because he is not the cause, therefore he is not of fault. That is what the message of this particular sloka. Let's understand the word by word meaning and the translation. Dhanañjaya. This is another name of Arjuna, a conqueror of riches. Teṣu karmasu. In the creation with all its inequalities. Asaktaṁ. Untouched. Udāsīna-vad. Unconcerned, as if I have not done anything. That is neutral, being neutral. Udāsīna-vad. Āsīnam. Situated, remains. Mam. Me. Tāni karmāṇi. Those activities and action which show up the inequalities. Tāni karmāṇi. Na nibadhnanti. Will not bind. Bind who? Me. Will not bind me to blames of cruelties and partialities, etc. The translation. O Dhanañjaya, all this work cannot bind me. I am ever detached from all these material activities, seated as though neutral. If we understand this sloka completely, then we get answer for many things that's happening in the world. We will be empowered to see the world differently. We will not be blaming others. We will not be blaming God for many things that's happening in the world. Because we always tend to put the blame on God for whatever is happening in our life. Our birth, the ups and downs, the experiences of pain and pleasure. We always finger point God for everything that's happening in our life, especially the bad things. When it comes to good thing, we least worry about pointing it towards Krishna. We think we are the cause for all the good things. When it comes to bad thing, we say God is the cause of all those bad things happening in my life and in the world. But the point that is being made in this sloka is each one's karma is responsible for the changes in his body and for the ups and downs in his experience of pleasure and pain. Krishna has no part at all in it. Krishna remains unconcerned in this regard. Udāsīna-vad. Therefore, actions like creating beings as dog, horse, tree, devata, manushya, and so forth cannot cause imputations of cruelties and partiality towards Krishna, towards the Supreme Lord. And that is the message over here. So that brings up the question in mind, if you're not the cause of the differences that we see in this world, if it is karma which is the cause, then what is your part? What is your role then? You simply seem to be inactive. All you do is just creation, and everything else happens by its own accord due to one's karma. So you don't really have any part in this whole thing. Well, that is not completely true either. Krishna is involved in everything. Let's understand this more in detail in the second session. Namaste. Hare Krishna.